Charlotte Flair has been talking about title reigns, and that's the only time she can be bothered to turn up to the WWE when she knows she's going to get a piece of gold around her waist. The good news for Charlotte Flair is she believes she will get to the 17-time World Championship record. The bad news for Charlotte Flair, though, is
sex appeal. You see, nobody really cares about women's wrestling.
Excuse me? No. Oh, really? They don't.
You heard me.
welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And Charlotte Flair might get the 17 world titles, but the reality is all 17 of her titles ain't worth one of John Cena's. It ain't worth one of Ric Flair's. Hell, it ain't worth one of Tommy Dreamer's hardcore title reigns. And that is a fact. It's actually a disgrace that Charlotte Flair is talking about being a 17-time world champion. She is not a world champion. She loses the belt, disappears for 6 months, come back, wins it, loses it, comes back. This is not a fucking world champion. This is just someone that shows up whenever she can get a title victory to add to her collection. Look at Ric Flair, a guy that won world titles across the world, back when a world title was actually a world title. A guy that won his belts through countless amounts of years, several decades. I mean, a guy that wrestled from 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and then 2020s. This guy had been around. This guy had done it all. Charlotte Flair has already won 14 world titles in what, just under 8 years? It's a fucking joke, and for her to think that if she wins 17 titles, she's better than Cena and she's better than Flair is embarrassing. And that's exactly what she thinks. This is what she said regarding the possibility of her beating Ric Flair and John Cena. Quote, "So John Cena just tied my dad. So now I have Cena and my dad to beat. I'm definitely chasing 17. And I think if or when I break the record, it'll be like a woman did it in a male-dominated industry. And I hope that encourages women in all industries that we can all do it. Yeah." End of quote. Thoughts on that?
Absolute garbage from Charlotte Flair, damn it. I actually hate Charlotte Flair. I hate her big plastic face, looking like bloody Cher on crack.
I think Cher looks younger.
Cher hasn't aged. Like, it's funny, she must have just been born 90 instead 90.
So basically, Cher is the Mae Young of the entertainment world. Looked old since day one, as the Usos would say.
Day one-ish.
We've been down since day one, yeah. We've been old since day one, yeah. The women's division sucked since day one, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about Charlotte Flair here. She thinks that the titles are important. She thinks that her beating Cena and Flair to 17 will put her above them. By that logic, she already thinks she's above Austin. And for that, I think she deserves 1 million Stone Cold Stunners.
That million's not enough. 27 million, damn it.
Belts don't mean shit, though.
Of course they don't.
But let's be real. Whatever male wrestler wins the most, it will have a catch to it.
Half of her belts are, you're drafted to Raw, but you're bringing the SmackDown belt, but it means you have to drop it, and now you're Raw champ.
Yeah, like, one of her title reigns is actually fucking swap my belt for another belt.
Come on,
I'm willing to bet Ric Flair didn't get any of them.
No. Plus,
I think the reason why having 16 titles, right, the reason why 16 was a milestone is because Ric Flair done it. And then Triple H chasing it is important. John Cena chasing it is important. It's not necessarily important because, that's the person with the most titles. It's important it's because Ric Flair was that person.
Yep.
See if it was fucking Shelton Benjamin with 17 world titles, would anybody really care? Would anybody, 17 is a magical number, you need to get to that?
No.
It's Ric Flair having that amount of titles. That's what made Ric Flair.
Yeah. Not this. Let's be real. If Charlotte Flair gets the 18, right? She gets the 18, stops to put some more plastic in her face, and Cena comes back in 5 years' time at the age of 50. He's like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat Charlotte Flair's record." No, it doesn't work.
Who gives a fuck if you beat Charlotte Flair's record? Look, all Cena needs to do is win one more world title, and that's him accomplished life. That's him complete at WWE.
Phil Taylor's 16 titles are fucking more relevant than plastic faces, man.
Do you know what I mean? Charlotte seems to think it's a race, and if she gets to 17, then she's in front of Flair and Cena. No, you're not even on the same fucking board. It's like they're playing snakes and ladders and you're playing checkers. They're playing chess, you're playing checkers.
Without the ladders.
Without the ladders, no snakes.
Well, it's just a board.
A couple of plastic snakes.
I haven't played snakes and ladders in a good while.
Anyway, point is, guys, right, it doesn't matter how many women's titles Charlotte Flair wins, they're not going to have the same importance of Ric Flair's titles, and they're not going to mean anything, because it's Ric Flair. Like, if the amount of titles you won truly mattered, then look how many people would be in front of Austin.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is going to end up with more titles
Look
than
at how
Austin.
Triple Crown champions there's been in the past decade. Miz.
Now, yeah, back in the day, Triple Crown was special.
Now it's from...
When Michaels done it, the Triple Crown was like a big deal. See now, fucking Dolph Ziggler's a Triple Crown world champion. What's it matter? Fucking matters hee-haw.
2 times over.
It matters who does it, right? It matters who wins it.
Exactly.
Flair having 16 times matters because it's Flair that got them. Austin winning 3 Rumbles matters because it's Austin that won it 3 times. See if Charlotte Flair won 4 Royal Rumbles, would we be saying, oh, she's better than Austin? Fucking put down the red carpet and let the Queen walk down to the ring, bow down?
Nope. Not today, not tomorrow.
I wish she'd bow out my fucking TV screen. I cannot stand Charlotte Flair. Anyway, guys, that's it for Fog Entertainment. The fact that she believes winning 17 world titles would put her above Ric Flair and John Cena is incredible. Anyway, guys, that is it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, be Fog Wrestling. Peace.